Hello there my fellow whole table heroes, let's play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now this one I want to show you the teams that I use in Sector 1 in Conquest number 7 to complete the mini boss feats as well as the final boss feats. There are probably many ways to do this. This is Sector 1, these are quite straightforward, easy teams, easy bosses to complete, so also the discs themselves don't play a whole huge part in this. So let's have a look at the mini boss first. In case you don't know, all the mini boss feats in all the sectors are exactly the same, which is slightly unfortunate. They're not only repetitive, but they're designed in such a way that you are forced to do them in 3 attempts, which means you will waste 60 energy on this, because as you can see you have to win with a light side squad, dark side squad and an undersize squad. So those feats will have to be done in 3 different attempts. Then the modifier, we all know Steadfast Retribution, one of the most annoying modifiers. Any damage you do to the Galactic Republic enemies, it'll get reflected back on your guys. And there are many ways probably to defeat Padme team here. You could use Jedi Knight Revan or any of the Galactic Legends. But because I use Jedi to doing some other feats here in Sector 1, such as Potency Down and the Phoenix feat, I still had Rebels here with full stamina, so I decided to throw them in. And because they work very well versus Padme because of their whole Terminator train that they've got going. But essentially what you want to do is here stun Jedi Knight Anakin so he can't get his big AoE out, and then put buff immunity over there on Kenobi. Now here I didn't want to call on Anakin assist, because then he would gain then bonus protection up, so I might not be able to finish him off. So that's why I just targeted Kenobi there. And now this should finish Anakin off, and once Anakin's out, this Padme team is not all that threatening. It's just a case of quickly burning through them before they get many attacks out. As you can see, the entrenched data disc here helping us out a little bit, because we started with a lot of bonus protection there, and as well heal over time discs I have equipped, as well as then anytime they take a turn they will recover some health. So just give us a little bit extra durability. But it didn't really matter, because as you've seen, enemy didn't even take a turn. That's why I said the discs don't really play a huge part here in this Sector 1. And at the same time I completed some of the other feats there already. Lucky Shot, Opportunistic Advance. Obviously the mini boss feat here was win with a light side squad. Alright, so next feat up, we got Dark Side Squad. Again, there'll be plenty of options here to do that. I decided to go here with Pulps, Vader and Thrawn. Now the reason why I put in there the pilot as well as Death Trooper, because remember one of the global feats there is that you should not be using tanks in your squad. That's why I went with these without any tanks. But again, there'll be plenty of options here that you could use. You could potentially even do something with Savage and Maul in there, maybe as a 4th and the 5th there, but again I used them already elsewhere, so their stamina was a bit low already. So as you will see, as you progress through this, you will have to manage your stamina and kind of manage your teams to make sure that you do have still available teams when you get to certain bosses and feats. There you go, it's a pretty straightforward here battle again, here because this is not the strongest Padme team that we face here in Sector 1. And now Vader, with his basic Jedi and Rebels, they can't resist his ability block. So it will land 100% of the time. Just finishing off Padme here, and boom. And that's it, guys. It's a pretty straightforward here battle versus Padme. So we got one more feat again versus Padme, and that's the Undersize feat. Now, like do you always use Darth Revan and Basti here with Thrawn. By this time I actually brought in Traya, because again, remember, we shouldn't be using tanks in our squad for that global feat. That's why I didn't bring in Malak. I actually brought in Traya so I can isolate Kenobi so he can't taunt. So the rest of the battle again pretty straightforward. After you isolate Kenobi, put Fracture on Padme, and then obviously your first target there should be Anakin. So let's try and land an ability block on him. Perfect. And just a couple of hits. Come on, 1 hit, 2 hit, almost got him. However, now we are forced to go after Padme because of Death Mark. Got rid of her, take care of Anakin, and the rest of the battle is pretty much just a cleanup job from here on out. So again, very flexible here in this Sector 1 versus Padme for all these feat. It's not a particular squad will do better than the other. It's just when you do these, try to use a team that will complete either one of the Sector 1 feats or contribute to some of the global feats. That's why I did here battles without tanks in the squad, just to get that out of the way, so then as I get into later sectors where battles get harder and you may need tanks, I don't need to worry about anymore about not using tanks in the squad. Alright, so this then now completes the Padme feats here, the mini boss, the final feat done, so now we can finally move onto the final boss in Sector 1, which is pretty similar team as you've seen as the previous one, but a little bit swapped the leaders around. So this time it's Qui-Gon lead, not Padme lead, which is funny enough, because you would think that Padme would be the final boss and Qui-Gon would be the mini boss. I'm not sure why they've done it in such a way, but anyway, that's the squad we'll have to face. And let's look at the feats. You have to win with a full squad of Separatist units, you have to win with no tanks in your squad, and then as well attempt to inflict stun 20 times. And now this is I think a new modifier, one of the new modifiers here, Jewel of the Fates. So at the start of encounter, the leader will gain a taunt which can't be copied dispelled. So Qui-Gon will have a permanent taunt on him. He will also have extra health, extra protection, and he will take a bonus turn, and there's some other bonuses. But again, you know, these Sector 1s, so I didn't find this particularly challenging at all to work around. It doesn't really matter. We'll just, you know, go through them one by one. So let's first take care of the first feat here, obviously the Separatist one. Probably the best bet is just put your general squad in here, and you know, you should be really good to go, unless maybe you've got like, you know, gear 12 Grievous, but as long as you know your Grievous is decent enough, he should be able to complete this, no issues. So this is my, just put in like a standard Separatist squad, you know, maybe what would be good in there as well and nude, but I'm like, let's just try get it done and see how this one goes. Now again, here in Sector 1 I don't find data discs to play that huge part yet, so you know, whatever you got in there should get the job done. Obviously I do have heal over time discs, so that slightly helps to keep your guys alive, because Grievous will be slowly killing them himself as well, so just a little bit help them to heal up when they get a turn. So you can see we got permanent taunt over on Qui-Gon, so we'll just have to go through him first. There we go, keep dispelling those buffs, keep here using AoEs. We almost got Yoda out of here, still stuck behind Qui-Gon, there he goes. Anakin not too happy about that, but that's okay. We got buff immunity on Kenobi, so no taunts, so just unload a big hit on Anakin. Okay, keep healing up. Come on, Annie, go down. Almost got him. One more hit, I think, and that should do it. And again, Yoda there, you know, he keeps getting foresight. He's in stealth, so he might cause some trouble there. But we should be able to get him out now that he's in the open. Okay, but still stuck there behind Kenobi, unfortunately. Come on, let's dispel the taunt. There we go. Let's roll up here. He's got retribution, so let's stay away from him. Yeah, I'll just smash an area here. I think we'll just have to brute force for these guys now. There we go. Got him out. Come on, Padme. Come on, Yoda. Another AoE, will that be enough? Almost there, and I'll just blow him up. There you go, that's how I completed here Separatist feat. That's pretty straightforward, I think, here in Sector 1. No real complications. However, as you noticed, even though CG fixed all those bugs, they did not fix the bug here that grants you the completion of stunning tactics. Now, I know that Magna Guard got maybe a stun or two off, Grievous got a couple, maybe 2 or 3 with his special, but there is no way I inflicted a stun 20 times, so this is still bugged. Do you know what? I'll take it, so I don't need to do an extra battle. No issues. Alright, so we can get one more here, feat to go. So let me just show you what I've done here. Again, just make use of CLS team, same as I did for mini boss. We just take out Anakin like it's nothing and then finish off the rest of the battle, because remember, the final feat here is you have to win without using tanks, and CLS, you know, they're all of these guys are attackers, 3PO is support, so it'll be pretty straightforward here because of the whole turn meter train, and because this Qui-Gon lead is actually even easier than the mini boss in Padme's team. Alright, they got a heal off, that's fine, we can work with that. Let's unload a big AoE here. There goes Kenobi, go after Yoda next. There we go, finish off Padme. And that's really it here for the boss feats in Sector 1. All completed, pretty straightforward, no Galactic Legend needed whatsoever. You know, just use your standard kind of Padme counters that you would normally use. Even for this Qui-Gon, you can just treat it as some sort of a Padme really at the end of the day, because that's what it is. It's just they just swap the leads. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.